good afternoon on what is a grey, overcast and cold day. It is Friday the 3rd of December, back in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea and some parcels. Box, there we go. And the next one I'm going to look in is this one. Now I've already opened this one and pulled out a copy of Duck Crusade, because who doesn't love a Duck Crusade? And the next thing I'm going to pull out is let's have a look. Lots of white. It is Grogzilla. Now, okay, doesn't say which issue this is, but I'm presuming that it is. Let's have a look. Grogzilla 2, Son of Grogzilla, which it promises is more metal than you. Now let me be the first to say it's definitely going to be more metal than me. Everyone will agree that the last thing I am is metal, and that's fine. So editorial, welcome to the second issue of Grogzilla. Now this is published by D101 Games, best known for Open Quest role-playing game. It looks like the mighty three-headed, corruption-spewing, skyscraper-high, giant pedal terror lizard has had a son. Let us see what's in this issue. So, contents page, and then let's have a look. That's the Kickstarter backers. I'm in there. Slight return, introductory adventure for Monkey, the role-playing game. Which is a lot of fun. If you love certainly if you love the Monkey television series from sort of like the 80s, I think it's the Japanese one, which here in the UK certainly was dubbed and shown basically in the afternoons, sort of like on BBC Two, and was lots of entertaining. I played them, highly entertaining, and this is a role-playing game based on it. Everyone sort of knows the characters and has fun with them. Things like, and if you have a look, sort of like, you can see that the style of the characters is very much sort of like inspired them. It's certainly from Monkey there, and Pigsy in the background. Now in Monkey you can create your own characters, but in some ways, and certainly for a convention game, you would probably play the signature characters from the television series. You can get away with playing and doing it with 3 if Trippy Tarkar goes off and basically is an NPC, whilst the others have their adventures and do terrible things, and then essentially discover what's going on and basically try and put it right before she gets back. Lead in, dance around the iron pole, leads in, goes into scene 2, Monkey Poo on the Richest of the Dead. Any adventure can be improved with Monkey Poo, I suspect. So we've got different scenes going through, very lightly illustrated, but it's not a problem. And then the resolution is called the blonde-haired god to the eastern or western heaven. And then we go into the 10-minute Monkey setup, which gives you the background to basically the background of the game and how to set it up quickly, which is great because obviously some games can be a bit difficult to set up, certainly sometimes for new players. And this is basically done to support a really nice guy whom we know over here in the UK, Lloyd, who runs a lot of games, and he's a lot of fun. He runs a lot of games and a lot of demo games. And then we've got Somerset, the heart of England, a setting for 13th Age. Always great to see some support for 13th Age, Pelgrim Presses. OSR retro clone, inspired by both Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition, or 3.5, and then 4th edition as well, for a much more narrative influenced system. And we've got map of actual Somerset. Complete with a monkey house and an old Romanus fort and Arthur's ring and so on. So very Arthurian. That's no bad thing. Okay, Okay, Naval Tour and Glastonbury Abbey. There we go. And then More Metal Than You'll Ever Live to Be, which is a for Crypts and Things and Swords Against the Shroud and other OSR games, a dungeon. Complete with 3 guardians. I'm presuming that's one of the guardians there. And this is the bit, of course, where you're going to encounter the really metal bit. Yeah. Okay. So there's a box of delights and a treasure room and with a silver lung and yeah, lots of things in there. And then welcome to Slumberhand, a role-playing game of sleepy horror. Which is basically, this is a test role-playing game. Basically, it's the playtest kind of rules for it, I would suggest. It uses Paul Mitchener, the Tweedmeister's Liminal rule set. I've opened up Liminal, showing that to you, and I've run it and reviewed it, and I really like it. It's a really kind of stripped back, sparse rule set for handling urban fantasy here in the UK. And basically throws everything in, and it all kind of works with a great background. It's almost like Worlds of Darkness light in terms of its mechanics. Well, that's not fair, because it's World of Darkness kind of in tone and feel, with very light mechanics and a British feel to it. And then we've got a guide to Slumberish. That could be Slumberish. Okay, then we have the Slumberhand hack, which is the changes to the liminal rules to run the Slumberland setting, not a new rules set for the Black, inspired by the Black hack. It is an actual hack of an existing set of rules, and then there's a note at the end where we have, if you're wondering why Grogzilla isn't in this issue, she was too big. She spawned her own adventure zine for Open Quest, which is the Dark Crusade, which I have already done an unboxing of. And then the turn of the Slumberhand introduced the players and referee to both the rules and setting of Slumberland using this short adventure. So you've got basically introduction to the background, adjustments to the rules, and a complete adventure. So everything you need to get started in Slumberland. And then the secret of the Grog dice, a bit of extra sort of content from Dirt the Dice, who is together with Bly, the co-host, the Grognard Files, an ongoing podcast devoted to role-playing games of the 1980s, and then discovering new role-playing games which they didn't know existed as they come back to gaming. It's been going on for about, I think it's about 80. There are 80 parts to 80 individual episodes of it so far, but they're up to issue 50 in the series technically, because issue 50's got 3 parts. And they keep. I mean, so yeah. I mean, they started off with Ring Quest and Call of Cthulhu. They've done Traveller and Stormbringer and loads of other games and post-apocalyptic games and stuff like that. And recently they've just done Fighting Fantasy. So that's Grogzilla, the second issue of the fanzine from D101 Games, covering a little bit of this and that, playtest scenarios, playtest rules. Something you can play immediately, and there's no support for games for D101 Games, which is what you want in a fanzine, especially from the D101 Games. So, thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please hit the subscribe button. Sorry, hit the like button down below. If you've got any comments or feedback, appreciate you posting those, and I do take the time to read them and respond. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings here in the Nook, where you will see me with a nice hot cup of tea, and essentially some parcels which I will open, and a game or book or fanzine which I will unbox and talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for 10 minutes or so, then please do hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I will be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.